What makes your actions always right? We perform several actions in our lives, and sometimes you may wonder, was my action right? Did I do the right thing? How do we know that? One thing we have to remember is that there is no absolute right or wrong. Time, place, surroundings, the culture of the place you live in, and so on, have to be taken into consideration for what is right and wrong. So, each one has to decide what is right and wrong. It is up to the individual to decide what the right action is. Now comes the question, how do you decide that the action you want to perform is right? The answer is this. What makes an action good or bad, right or wrong, is not just the action itself, but really the motive behind the action. If you make your motive right and good, then the action and its results too will be good. You will not be affected by them. Let me give you some examples. Let's take a doctor and a murderer. A doctor may use a scalpel or a knife to save a life, but a murderer may use it to kill someone or hurt someone. The tool and the action may be the same, but what makes it good or bad? It is the motive behind the action. We can take another example, say parents. Some parents push their child into some activities. The child may not seem interested, but they still make the child take part in those activities. The child may not want to take music lessons or play sports or get involved in activities that are good for the child. If the child doesn't really seem interested, is it right for the parent to push the child into taking part in those activities? Here again, the answer is motive. Do the parents push their child for the good of the child? Do they strongly persuade a child to do something because that may enrich the child's mind and help the child to grow up as a well-rounded person? Or do they push the child because they want to fulfill their dreams vicariously through the child? Are they projecting their desires onto the child and try to fulfill their desires through the child? If the answer is the parents are pushing the child for the child's benefit, for the child's welfare and happiness in the future, this makes their motive right, and that means their actions are right. But if they are pushing the child for their own selfish interests, then that means their motive is wrong. Therefore, what they are doing is not right. Let's take another example. This time, a spiritual guide, a guru or someone who claims to enlighten people with their wisdom. Here too, motive becomes very important. Do these people really want to enlighten others and share their wisdom for the good of the people? Do they really care about the people? Or do they just want to make money and become famous for selfish reasons? Here too, the motive makes their actions right or wrong. Thus, for every action, the motive makes the difference between right and wrong. If your motive is right, then you need not worry about the results or outcome of your action. If the motive or intention is right, then the action and its results will be right. This is how you can be sure that your actions are always right.